So I'm experiencing all kinds of stuff. Anytime I come to use the bathroom, it's provocation. The elevator has been so slow, and they had the janitor come in and was sweeping. I was talking about Africa. Also, as I was on my way to use the bathroom, anytime I come to use the bathroom, it's so much drama. And the elevator has been so slow. You know, mad jam, mad slow, mad packed. Like people rubbing their body on me because they say sometimes people claim they got bed bug from touching me. So, as I'm pursuing justice, I'm experiencing all kinds of stuff. So that's why I'm going to let this people go before me. I don't like people rubbing their body on me. As I said, some people, when they get bed bugs from touching other people's luggage, during I think the 2022 Olympics or something in France, people were saying they were getting bed bugs from foreigners bringing their luggage to the Paris airport. You know, so anytime there's any any wrong or tragedy in the world, I've been noticing all kinds of copycat attempts to repeat the same thing now as I'm seeking justice for the way my mother was killed in a U.S. hospital after her daughter's school. My mother was part of the narcotic gang, framed her up as crazy while she was having much for treatment. Those daughters are also framed up as crazy in the past. So they do that for malicious purposes. They were also arrested as children for beating up the white family my mother placed them with in Pennsylvania when my mother was in Nigeria. You know, so this is what is going on. So especially all kinds of mockery. And I was listening to WABC radio. They always talk about me on that radio station, but they don't help me. And there's this guy's Black American, his name is Dominic Carter, and he was talking about a homeless person. A lot of people are going to make money off of that homeless person. I really don't know the exact story because I tuned in midway. You know, his show is on right now, around 3 p.m. It's 3 p.m. right now. I believe today's December 19, 2025. And he was talking about a homeless person in Rhode Island. Said the person did something. People are going to want to write a book about him and stuff. And the lady called and said she doubted. And I think it's going to end up more worse. The situation is going to end up more worse. You know, so there all kinds of now being made about me. I think they're really trying to kill me in this country because they believe it would be so good for civil rights to have a Nigerian. I was arrested as a child when my mother brought me here from Nigeria. The immigration arrested me. Said they don't allow children in America. You know, I was a minor child. My mother had a green card. She was like, it's never done anywhere in the world. You separate a minor child from the parents. You know, so they arrested me, put me in immigration prison. The case lasted 8 years. And after that case was over, I was living with my mother on Staten Island. The police came and kicked us out. So they don't allow people to live in basement apartment. So Arizona was helping me. The police beat Arizona dead. So they put me on federal surveillance since I was a child. And my only crime is coming to America with my mother. So and I've reached out to lawyers, over 1,000 lawyers. They also told me, no, we don't want your case. So I believe they're really trying to kill me in America. They think to make a good movie. So that Hollywood has turned into something else. That someone like they can kill an immigrant like me that I suffered and didn't get nothing. You know. So in case I'm killed, please don't watch that movie. Ban that movie. Anybody writes a book about me, I don't authorize anybody to make a movie about me or write a book about me unless I'm alive. It's an abuse of a corpse to go against somebody's wish after the person dies. So I was born a male, I'm not a woman. So, and the day my mother died, I went to the mortuary to visit her, and somebody shouted, Michael Jackson, You know, so my mother was telling me adults were trying to kill her to make some money, and apparently somebody did a music video about it. They're trying to hold somebody for ransom. It's a Nigerian artist. His name is what's his name again? The name of the song is Shake Body. You know, and I didn't really understand what the song was about. But like this month, I was trying to use the bathroom in Penn Station, and the police came and chased me in the bathroom. Said somebody, anytime I go there, they'll say there's a bad smell. They don't want me in Penn Station. You know, so they're having their police provoke when they say if they want to kill you in this country, they will tell their police to start harassing you. And people have been telling me you're going to be tasered soon. Watch out. I was shopping in Target store yesterday, and the guy came and used his car to hit my chest. Boom. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, you did it on purpose. So they've been threatening I'm going to be tasered soon. So this is barbaric, that they'll be killing me. They'll be trying to kill an African immigrant. I'm a gay immigrant. I was born a man, I'm not a woman. And they believe it will make a great Hollywood movie. So please don't watch any Hollywood movie if they have to kill an African to make that movie. If they have to kill an African to make that movie, I have to wait again. So please don't watch that movie. Under the law, I have a right to decide what will be done about me in case I die or I'm injured. So I do not authorize anybody to make a movie about me or write a book about me unless I'm alive and present. And if anybody makes such a movie, please, I want all these civil rights activists in the world to sue that person and get that person arrested, for abuse of a corpse. Her name is Babatunde Olabofo, and I was born a man, I'm not a woman. So in case I'm killed or injured, no family member or friend should administer my state. My state should only be administered by civil rights activists like me, and they, especially those that haven't denied me up in the past. And it should get justice for me and my late mother, and donate the rest of my potential assets or any asset I have, lawsuit money, to charity for those suffering xenophobia, like me and my late mother, and those being deported by Trump should be prioritized for assistance. And no family member or friend should be allowed to near my remains. And I want to be buried, and I want an autopsy done and I don't want to be removed to another country. Even though America is not safe for me, but I could be attacked anywhere else. Because there's like a human trafficking gang. My mother was telling me her daughters were moving with black people in Nigeria and here. She has a daughter in Nigeria named Funky, and the ones that born in Florida. And apparently there was a song being done. As my mother was telling me this in 2014. They recorded a Nigerian song about taking somebody for ransom, just for money. The title of the song is Shake Body by, I can't remember the name of the artist. It's called Shake Body. It is Young Richard Nanson, the one that someone was to. And apparently there was a Nigerian soccer player called Rashidi Yakini. Me and my mother, we were in a town. We used to live in a town called Ibadan. And this Rashidi Yakini, it said his family took him for ransom, allegedly, because he was a soccer player in Europe and won a lot of money, and earned a lot of money. And he said, so there was a fight over his estate. His family declared him crazy. He may have been crazy indeed. And they were trying to forcefully have him committed. And they said he was beaten to death. And around that time, my mother's daughters did the same thing to my mother. And there was a song that came out around that time also, talking about they're going to hold somebody for ransom, for money purposes. And my mother was telling me her daughters were trying to get power of attorney over her. Even though my mother was normal, she was working. I said one of the daughters started poisoning her food with like counterfeit poison, because my mother has a heart problem. So my mother said anytime this volunteer would give her food, the food would taste funny and it would make her sick. She would start vomiting. She would start having heart attack triggers, symptoms. And the daughter finally killed her in 2015. My mother started, the daughter gave her food. She started having bloody diarrhea. And so my mother fled Pennsylvania to come to New York just to stymie whatever scheme, because she didn't want to go to the hospital in Pennsylvania, because she was suspicious that the daughters may have connections with doctors there. Maybe, give her the wrong medication or whatever, or force her to take surgery in Pennsylvania and kill her during surgery. So my mother secretly came to New York, got on the Greyhound bus, and while she was on the bus, she started having the heart attack. And the bus driver from Pennsylvania had to call ambulance, but my mother said she doesn't want to be taken back to Pennsylvania. So the bus drove all the way to New York, and when she got to New York, they took her to Bellevue Hospital. And like 3 days later, the daughter showed up in Bellevue. And my mother didn't tell the daughters what hospital she was in. So my mother was wondering, did the daughters put some tracker on her? Because there's some GPS you can put on somebody to find out where they are and say, abusive husbands do it. My mother was in shock how the daughters were able to find one hospital she was in. My mother didn't tell the hospital. So my mother was wondering, they said no, because as far back as 2015, people already put in trackers on people to locate them. So our daughters killed my mother, and there were songs about it. Held my mother for ransom, Because me and my mother was suing the NYPD. Everyone was helping us with the court papers because the NYPD had just taken me and my mother's almost done. And the NYPD when I beat Erigana up, then me and my mother was always getting jumped. They say if you go against the police in this country, they will hire gang members to beat you. They will hire everybody to beat you. So my life has been hell in America since I sued this NYPD. A black American American has been killed. My mother has been killed. And every day if I come and use the bathroom, I'll be jumped. They'll call the police on me. Every day I'm getting arrested. So please, if I'm killed in America, don't watch any movie about me. I don't authorize any movie. I've reached out to people that don't want to help me. And I have a suspicion that maybe the Hollywood wants me killed and do a movie. That a Nigerian came here and was killed as such a horror movie. Please don't watch the movie. I don't authorize any movie to be done about me if I'm not allowed to participate in the movie. You know. You know. I had to wait for the elevator. Jennifer, when I was trying to come here to the bathroom earlier, Jennifer was laughing. I was talking about Africa. And since then, the elevator was mad delayed. Then I'm trying to post videos online also. When you get me tired, I also talk to my email. When you get me angry like this, I can't post videos. And my battery's about to die. My phone battery's about to die. Yeah, so please, I solemnly swear under the U.S. What's it called? I solemnly swear under the U.S. perjury laws and relevant laws and U.S. Constitution that I'm only seeking non-conditional charitable donation to my Cash App, NYC owners, or to me in person, and I'm not looking for surrogacy or marriage or any membership in any gang or cult. So please donate money to me so I can get a hotel room because it's very hard for me to have diarrhea. And it's very hard for me finding a bathroom and they play all kinds of games when I'm looking for a bathroom. This is my diarrhea pills. And walking up and down is causing me more diarrhea, you know, because the food I eat is not always the most hygienic food because I'm homeless. I don't get to eat my food warm and stuff, you know. And walking around like this gets me tired after suffering diarrhea. I get dehydrated, so please for my health, please donate money to my Cash App, NYC Homeless, or to me in person. And if anybody claims I have a secret deal with them, please you need to arrest them for fraud. I don't have any secret deal with anybody. I'm just seeking non-conditional charitable donation to my Cash App, NYC Homeless, or to me in person. I'm not looking for a marriage partner. I'm not looking for surrogacy. I'm not looking to be in any cult or gang. This is sometimes when somebody is killed or dies, people will show up and claim the person was in a secret deal and promise them money or borrowed money. Now, anything I do has to be written, notarized, and if anything deviates from what I've stated, you know, this should be looked at with suspicion and should be whoever claims I had an agreement with them contrary to what I've stated, it should be charged with perjury. Because clearly, you know, I swore under perjury laws. I'm only looking for non-conditional charitable donation to my Cash App, NYC Homeless, or to me in person. I'm not looking for surrogacy. I'm not looking for marriage. I'm not looking for membership in any cult of them.